post the video, but we do have boots on the ground posting the announcement video in case it doesn't come fast enough.
And it's not. It's not coming fast enough.
Okay, here we go.
We found it. In a void.
Where are we?
Okay, so it's not just me.
Oh, I like Kara's
Wait,
outfit.
so we teleport here, and everyone has profits.
I was with my girlfriend playing Catan.
Thank you.
I like how they're kind of dressed like
Their
in
characters?
the colors of
Yeah,
their characters.
I know,
Why
I
don't
was
you
just
see for yourself?
saying.
I love how Kara Eberly's all business.
Why don't you see for yourself? They walk towards the giant box. I don't see a giant box.
I think they
Okay.
mean that box.
Oh, the box that they posted on
Let's
Twitter.
open it.
The weirdly
Yeah. The
edited,
script says-
like... Oh, okay. Whee!
Oh,
So
Carrie.
Carrie was at the box. People were joking
Oh,
about,
right.
oh, they
They're
didn't even
adding text
poke
in
holes in Carrie's
Giant text
enclosure.
reads, Rwby Volume 10 is greenlit.
Yay!
You already
Okay.
kinda knew that?
Huh?
Sorta?
Well,
Seriously, thank you guys so much for your patience.
Okay.
We know it's been a long wait.
I'll
but we
explain
promise
in a
it'll be worth
minute.
it.
Okay.
And while we're hard at work,
You guys can watch
To the
volumes 1
audience,
through
you
9.
know.
Over and over again.
Well, we can't because we're in Canada. Maybe you guys should fix that. Okay,
I bought the
so I'm
DVDs.
sure at the panel they are discussing this more, but the last we heard, Rwby was being written, not that
Yes.
it was greenlit,
Yes.
because those are two different things, right? Just because they
Yes.
write it doesn't mean that they're gonna get the budget to actually produce it. So this seems to be our
That
confirmation.
we're going to get...
Like that they are, you know, looking for the studio,
Yes.
that they are actually making the thing. I do kind of wish that they had a press release to explain that, because I feel like people are gonna be like, oh, well, didn't we know? Kind of like the initial
Yes,
reaction
yeah.
that you just had. But the last we heard, they had been writing Rwby, right? Just because you write something doesn't mean
That's
it's going to
true.
become the anime. So greenlit in this case means that they have the money, I think, is what
and
they're
it is
saying.
being produced.
Yes,
Production
exactly.
has, like, started.
But yeah, I
beyond
wish
just-
that they did something about, like, oh, okay, that didn't go anywhere. But yeah, if I had a complaint, I wish that there was a press release to be like, hey, Ruby's greenlit, we're working with whatever, so-and-so studio. But they may not know that stuff yet, so it's like, huh? But at least it's, okay, I don't want to say at least it's not a novel, because I would have been okay if they had finished Rwby in a novel format and animated it later.
I think
but I
that
think
I would
people
be
would
the
have
only
crashed the
person
fuck
that
out.
was okay
You
with
know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm glad that it was this, because if it was anything else, I think that people would have crashed the fuck out. You know what I mean? However, I do wish that they gave us a bit more. I think it's hilarious how Carrie was inside of the box, though, because I did see a tweet that said they didn't even poke holes in Carrie's enclosure. And so I was laughing my ass off. I was like, imagine if Carrie is in there. There's just this running joke that Carrie's like trapped in Viz
a
Media
box. Yeah.
headquarters.
I also,
Right.
I saw someone post this, and I kind of believed it, that the box was just going to be like a Rwby Volumes 1 through 9 box set
Right,
thing,
right.
and I was like, oh,
So,
they would
I
pull
mean,
something like that.
I hope that
So
they do
this
that
is better.
eventually.
I want that
Exactly,
as well.
exactly. But yeah, I mean, do we have anything else to add? They didn't really give us any other
I mean,
information.
yeah, no, it's like, okay, Volume 10 is being greenlit, but it's like, where is it gonna be released? What about Volume
Well,
11?
you know, cart and the horse and all
Yeah,
that
like,
stuff.
well, what's the timeline? Is it going to be, like, done in a year, 2 years after Volume
Probably
10?
2028.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
They're waiting
after-
until I get back from my job leaving the country. They're waiting specifically for me to get home.
Which, in fairness, if
So-
Rwby Volume 10 released and you weren't around and we couldn't do this in the meat space together, I think I would cry.
I think that we would do it on Discord, though.
We
or something.
would, but
we
it
would
wouldn't
figure
be the
it.
same.
Like, we would
I
figure
wouldn't
it
be able to
out.
fire off the poppers.
Yeah, we
like,
have
I
one
wouldn't
more
have
popper
bruises on
left.
my arms from you clutching
But
it.
yeah, I mean, I'm glad. I'm
Yeah.
glad. I just, again, I wish I crave the PR, the professional communications major in me craves a press release, right?
Yes.
But otherwise, I mean, yeah, it's
And-
nice
and
to see
more
them all together.
information.
I'm sure more information will come. The panel's still happening. For all we know, they could be explaining this right now, and we
Yeah.
just don't get to know.
I love how people seem to be like, Well, people are a little disappointed because they kind of
Yeah,
already
people are
assumed
saying
it
they
was.
knew that already. We didn't know that already. If you're
Yeah.
saying that we knew that already, that's just not true. Like, that's your blatant misunderstanding
I
of, like, the
guess so.
situation. You know what I mean? I get why people feel that way. Like, in their heads, they're probably not
'Cause it
surprised.
wasn't- it would
because
be-
inside of their mind, they feel like that was already true, but it wasn't true.
Yeah, it would be surprising if it went from, like, we're doomed to we're back, but instead it was like, we're doomed to cautious optimism
Yeah.
to we're back, right? Like, it was
Yeah.
a different, we're cautious optimism to, like, okay, some, like, real informed optimism to we're back.
Yeah.
And now we're back, mostly.
But that's why I wish they explained more.
Yes.
Like, why did they have Carrie be like, hey, so the last time we talked to you, we said we were writing, now we're actually making it? Like, why did they not have Carrie explain during this video? That's my only question, because
Yeah.
people... the casual viewer doesn't understand what greenlit means. You know what I mean? I understand, and you understand, and we just told you, but, like, so that's my only beef. I wish that, like, they had Carrie be like, hey, just to remind everyone, this is what we told you, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Right, in 2024? So this
Oh
is
my-
now
it
the
hasn't
update.
been that long?
Yeah, it
Wait,
was.
when
'Cause
was-
the other
when
video
did Volume
was
9
pinned
release?
2023.
Okay.
So yeah, remember how, like, they had this
Okay.
video about, like, oh, well, now we're working with Viz and, like, everything like that, so, okay. That doesn't,
Yeah.
that doesn't explain what greenlit means either, but thank you, official Rwby. I just think that's kind of funny.
Maybe it's just he was stuck in that box with
He
no
was
air
really
holes,
stuck
and he's a
in
little
that box.
confused.
But
you
yeah,
know?
so my only criticism is I wish that they had reminded everyone that the last we heard, it was just that, like, Viz acquired, I think, Rwby, and maybe that they were writing. We know that they were writing, like, we knew that somehow. I don't remember how we knew, but somehow we knew that they were in the writing process. Maybe Carrie said so on Twitter, I don't know. But, like, we didn't know it was greenlit. So if anyone's saying we knew this already and this was a nothing burger, I mean, I
You're
guess I
wrong.
understand why it's a nothing
I mean,
burger a little.
yeah.
I wish they had some concept
It's-
art or
it's not,
something,
like,
but
as
it's not
exciting.
like... Yeah, I wish they threw in, like, their new outfits in there.
Yeah.
Like, that's the least
I
we
feel
can
like
do.
a year from now,
Yeah.
provided we're all still here,
Yeah.
like, we're going to get a trailer, or short of that, more information about the specific details of Volume 10 and beyond.
I could see that coming as soon as October, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. Like, I could see them in October, or
Yeah.
what's the other thing that happens? Comic-Con?
Yes.
That they were always at all the time?
San
No,
Diego
the
Comic-Con?
New York one.
Oh, I don't know
They
about
always
New
used to
York.
go to that one. Anyway, maybe in September or October, they'll be like, and here's the studio, or something, right? Like, I could see us getting another update about this throughout, like, in October or
Yes.
later on. I don't think that we'll have to necessarily wait a whole year, but yeah, I wish they just, you know, throw the dog a bone. Give us some concept art in or something, but we have hit our 8-minute quota, so if you're good,
If Rwby became, like, I don't know, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer or something that just had a bunch of tertiary material that came out forever, I wouldn't mind.
yeah, I mean, and they might do that either before Volume 10 or after, but yeah, I mean, I just wish we got a little piece of, like, a new art of Rwby or something, like, you
Yeah.
know, even a sketch, just a little something,
Well,
like
there's-
how Tetsuya Nomura just
Yeah.
throws a little thing on Twitter every once in a while.
There's a link to Viz.com.
I
so
checked
it's
that
not-
already, there's
okay.
nothing on there.
All right, I
All
tried.
right, well, this has been Calxiyn and Hunter. I was gonna say caring way too much. That's not
We're
right.
caring an okay amount.
This has been Calxiyn and Hunter on the main Calxiyn channel, and I don't remember what we used to say anymore, so we'll see you later. Bye!